everyone, this is Walt from Mouse Talk, back with a brand new video. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. As you can see, we're in the vehicle and we're going to go drive over to Walt Disney World today. Take a look. Of course, everything in Walt Disney World right now is closed down with COVID-19 going on. We're going to take a look, see what it looks like around there with the parks basically abandoned. Going to take a drive around, see what we can see where we can go, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. Of course, if you guys are new here, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell button and that notification. That way, every time we do a new video go live, you'll be notified. And with that, let's get started. Let's get going. See, even rush hour traffic, as it is basically 5 o'clock and there's nobody on the roads, not one person on the roads. Well, maybe a couple people, but definitely a difference for what would normally be rush hour traffic as I go down the road and not many cars in sight. Even the dreaded I-4 has seen busier days. With everything being closed, including Disney, these are some strange times for sure. Because traffic is at a minimum, with hardly anybody on the roads. Makes for a nice trip and a much easier commute to get to Disney. The problem is, there's nothing waiting for us when we get there. But we're getting close. There's Star Flyer right there, and right next to it is the Orlando Eye. There they both are, in their glory, probably closed, just like everything else is around here. Not something you're going to see me doing for a while. Maybe the Orlando Eye at some point, but for now, I think I'm just going to stick to the Disney parks. Basically, it's a variable ghost town around here. There's hardly anybody on these roads. Now, there's a few cars here and they're probably essential workers. But here we go, folks. And here we go, heading on into Walt Disney World with that grand, beautiful sign that we all see each and every trip. But this one's a little bit different because there's nothing waiting for us on the other side. Other than you see no Disney buses. How often do you get that? How many times have you been to Disney and you've driven on these roads and you're not seeing one single bus? See, we're coming up to Epcot. And there's nobody here, not one person around. Spaceship Earth has gone dark. He's still over there. Off to the right here, you can see the monorail. No monorail running today, as there's no monorail out, as everything is shut down. Let's head on up to the Magic Kingdom and see what we can see there as well. It's looking like no entrance at all. As we get closer and closer to the Contemporary, I'm just kind of at a loss for words. I've just never felt anything like this. To see the parks this empty, it's depressing, it's sad. As much as many may feel it's necessary, and I understand that, it's still a very interesting and unprecedented time here at Walt Disney World for sure. take a look at a virtually empty Contemporary off in the distance over there. And we know that sooner or later everything's going to be up and running again. We're going to see everybody, we're going to see everything, and it's going to be back to normal. But for now, it's just been, it's crazy to drive down these roads that are normally just packed with cars and buses and the hustle and bustle of Walt Disney World, and it just sounds quiet. It just feels quiet. It's just an incredible, incredible feeling to be here when there's very little to nobody else here. All your buses just lined up. Just lined up. Waiting for one day to hopefully be occupied with guests again. And that day will come. And there's something I haven't seen yet. There's a Magical Express bus. How about that? That's the first bus I've seen active so far. Up to the Magic Kingdom. Has anyone ever seen the front gate to the Magic Kingdom look this empty? And yet here it is, and there's absolutely nobody coming to the Magic Kingdom. Who would have guessed it? I know I wouldn't have. Crazy times for sure. Swan and Dolphin, which is actually not closing. Of all the resorts here in Walt Disney World, the Swan and Dolphin is actually going to continue, at least last I heard, with operations, although they will be shutting one side down. I'm not sure if it's the Swan or the Dolphin side, but one of the two will be shutting down. But the Swan and Dolphin, they are still up and running because technically they're not owned by Disney. Very interesting. All those cranes off in the distance, they will stay silent during this period because all construction has been halted by Disney. It's crazy. Because right there, folks, is the resort. The Star Cruiser Resort being built for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Tower of Terror is a great ride, but for right now, it sits vacant and abandoned. Hollywood Studios, you can see a portion of Galaxy's Edge. Park sits empty. As you can see, no Skyliners running today. And probably not going to be running for the foreseeable future, as the lines are abandoned and the cars are put away for now. Now, I don't think Disney Springs is something that actually closes like the parks, where you can't get into Disney Springs. So maybe if we can, if we're allowed, maybe we'll get out and we'll walk around a little bit and see what we can see. Obviously, we're not going to see much of anything when it comes to action or stores that are open, but maybe we'll get a feel for it. Disney Springs parking lot empty. Again, absolutely crazy. There is nobody anywhere to be found. It's a fascinating day for sure. As you guys can see, here we are down at Disney Springs, and there is literally nobody here. Literally nobody. Just a couple people walking here and there. There's a few people down here that are walking, but mostly what I'm seeing are police officers or some employees. Now, there are some places that are open, not too many, but there are a couple. Apple Hills Creamery is coming right here. Now, of course, they just filed for bankruptcy just a couple of days ago. And there's Onward. There's your Marvel store. Shut down for the moment. The Candy Cauldron. A few employees still working, but not too many. Star Wars Galactic Outpost. Doors are closed. Here's another big one right here. Disney Style Store. No purchasing anything today. There's Starbucks. Starbucks, of course, as you can tell, is pretty much shut down. When was the last time you saw a Starbucks that was in the middle of the daytime and absolutely nobody inside? Characters in flight. Grounded for now. That's going to do it for today, folks. Hope you guys really enjoyed this kind of different perspective of Walt Disney World. What it's like when there's nobody around, nobody in the parks, nobody at the front gates, nobody at Disney Springs, and everything is closed. Kind of a surreal time for sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. Just hit that subscribe button. Take it a step further, hit that bell notification. That way every time we go live or do a new video, you are notified. Also, if you could, give us a thumbs up. It shows you care. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. Stay safe And hopefully we'll see you all really, really soon back at the parks. Bye-bye.